the other. I've got you on my Facebook today, and I've also got you on my Instagram. Now, I've also got a confession. If anyone's watching me on Instagram, there's a slight filter on. Facebook, you've got me in all my glory, I'm afraid. So I just thought I'd tell you that straight away. Do any of you have one of them days you just, you're feeling bad? I went to lunch with my friend on Wednesday and we had Nando's. Had a little side salad and something in the dressing I'm allergic to. We can't work out what it is. Oh my God, I've been so poorly since. I've just taught my class this morning, which I bloody loved. It was fantastic. I taught a mashup. But I was having a hot flush through it. I had an upset stomach. So today was, you know, that day where you just feel like awful. That's why I look a bit rough. So Instagram, you've got me with a little tiny filter on so I don't look quite as bad. But those of you on my Facebook, I'm afraid, here I am in all my glory. Anyway, that's enough about my vanity. I just thought I'd tell you. But do you know what? I think the message I was going to say is try and turn up and do something, you know, no matter how you feel. The last thing I wanted to do this morning was teach. I've been awake since 4 o'clock this morning. I didn't get up, I've been in bed, but I've been awake. I had a really bad upset stomach, literally moments before I had to teach my class. Everything is stacked against teaching today. But I did my class, had a hot flush the whole way through it, but oh my God, I loved it. So although my body is letting me down a bit, I really, really, really enjoyed teaching this morning. And I don't know about you, so I just thought I'd just say, if you're struggling with motivation, I get it, honestly, but just try something. Even if it means just going out for a walk today. I don't know what your weather's like where you are. I mean, it's really sunny here today, so that actually looks nice. Maybe spring has actually sprung, but maybe I shouldn't say anything. Go out, and even if you just get a 15-minute walk outside, do it, girls. You will feel so much better for it. It's the hoop and chat. I'm going to do this quite quick because I just told you I've got a really bad upset tummy. So this could be kill or cure this morning, but hey ho, I'm going to give it a go. All right? Oh, that rhymes. Hey ho, I'll give it a go. I'm a poet, just don't know it. Right, you ready? So this is a Power Hoop Deluxe. It's a weighted power hoop. I was the kid who couldn't hoop at all. So as an adult, I can now hoop because this is weighted. So the momentum of me pushing my hips forward and back pushes this weighted hoop round. All right, so you put it on your lower back. You zip up your core muscles. I always say this to you. The worst thing you can do is just brace, especially for women, because you push down on your pelvic floor. When you do an imaginary like zip up, internal or external, it keeps everything up where it should be. So that's a really good top tip for you today. All right, so I'm going to start hooping. Yeah, I don't think I'll be hooping for long this morning. It feels a bit dodgy. Could you imagine if I was sick, I pooped my pants while I was going live? The horror. You'd never see me ever again, ever. I'd be gone. Anyway, right, let's be positive. I'm doing a power hoop. Why? Fantastic for your core muscles, fantastic for massaging out your digestive system. Not sure that's going to play out for me today. Really, really good for relieving things like period pain. You'd think, really? But honestly, yeah. Non-specific lower back pain, quite often related to posture or, you know, like you need to strengthen your abdominals generally. So that will help that. Very good for help regulating your waist to hip ratio. So these are pretty fantastic, and of course it's more daily movement. So it's really worth doing. I will keep this short today because I just don't think my tummy's going to be able to cope with too long. I do the hoop and chat most days, and on a Wednesday I normally do a deep dive into a topic of women's wellness. So this week we've been talking about stress awareness. So actually this whole month is Stress and Awareness Month. But on a Wednesday I'll go a little bit deeper into one subject, whereas the rest of the week I tend to talk to you about all sorts of things. You know, I will talk to you about health and fitness, I'll give you some top tips, but I'll probably also go off into one and talk about life or something too. So hopefully that floats your boat and suits you, and hopefully this gets you to be able to sort of know me and trust me. And that's the idea. This is why I'm here talking to you. So I just don't put up a post and just go, yeah, just do this or just come and join me. I talk to you. So for some of you, I will be like Marmite. You will love or hate me. And others, you'll just be like, oh, you know, I like her. She's down to earth. She talks about life. She's, you know, she's not perfect, blah, blah, blah. And that's my aim, is hopefully to resonate with you and help you. But we'll see. You can let me know. Right, so it's Fabulous Friday. Another week has flown by. I don't know about you guys, but my life just seems to be flying by in a haze of just days at the moment. I'm like, oh my God, where is my life going? A little bit scary, actually. Someone told me recently that your life flies by when you're not stimulating your brain enough. It flies by because you're in the monotony of just life, which you think would drag, but it doesn't. It just goes. You don't even know what you've done. Whereas when you're filling your life with a variation of different experiences and excitement, it goes a bit slower, because you're filling your days so much. So I'm not quite sure what that says about my life actually at the moment. So maybe I need to have a bit more excitement. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know what you think, but it's gone quite quick. So on a Friday, it's nice to do a little roundup. How are you? Talk to me. I'd love to know how you are. Are you stressed out your nut, or are you feeling good? Are you hopeful that spring has finally sprung? Or are you just feeling like a pile of poo and you don't know what you do with your life? Whichever way it is, I'm here to help you. If you're feeling fantastic, I'm here to go, wow, well done. I'm so happy for you. That's great. And if you're feeling like a pile of poo, you don't know what direction to turn in, I'm here and I will try and give you a solution to help you. Whether it's a top tip, which is completely free, like go out for a walk, get some daylight, get some fresh air, get some movement in, or whether you decide you want to actually come and join me and do some sort of paid content, like from the daily challenge to a class to some PT, whatever you fancy. I have to honestly say to you, my classes, I teach multi-level all the time. It's just how I teach, always have done. I'm a very inclusive person. My worst nightmare is somebody coming to my class and feeling left out, that they couldn't do it, or feeling stupid. And I think that stems from me, way back when, my very first experience with an exercise class. I remember rocking up to Cascades Leisure Centre in Gravesend, and it was in the era of cycling shorts, crop tops, scrunchies and matching scrunch socks, thong knickers over your top of your shorts. And it was where the instructor was up the front, doing her thing, loving her life, looking gorgeous, and just getting her own workout in. Not giving a flying poop what anyone else is doing, apart from the front clicky row that she would talk to. And you were scared to death of standing in someone else's place because they'd get the hump or want to give you a kick. And nobody would talk to you if you knew, and you felt like an absolute idiot. And you kind of left feeling more shamed than you felt positive. I know that sounds terrible. That was my first experience of an exercise class. So God knows I ended up making a career out of it. But I think it's because I didn't want other women to feel like that. And I thought there's going to be a lot of other people who are going to be like me, who feel totally like a fish out of water. So I think that's probably why I started my fitness journey. Right, I'm going to go the other way now, okay? When you're hooping, you must hoop in both directions, however hard it is. I was not naturally sporty at school, not at all. If anyone caught the beginning of this, you heard me say I could never hoop as a child. Couldn't ride a bike, couldn't catch, couldn't throw, couldn't drop my shoelaces. You know, all sorts of things. I was not the sporty kid at all. The only thing that I was pretty good at was long distance running, which is a very, like, you know, it's not a team sport, is it at all? Yeah, so the fact that I've ended up in the health and fitness industry is an interesting one, but I think probably one maybe you can get from what I just told you about that first story of my first ever fitness class. I mean, I'm amazed I went back, because no one wants to feel stupid, do they? Who wants to feel silly? No one. I'm not a masochist. So yeah, so that's kind of, I guess, really why I got into health and fitness. I mean, right back, I was 18, well actually I started doing classes and stuff on and off at 16. And then I became an instructor at 18, because I worked at a leisure centre as a lifeguard. Yeah, and it went on from there really. So I've been teaching on and off, well, yeah, teaching since I was 18 years old. And then I bit the bullet and went off into purely full-time running my own business, possibly, I think about 13 years ago now. I just ditched my full-time job and just went boom. We had quite a traumatic death in my husband's family. It was really bad, and I think it made us all take stock. And my husband and I both left our jobs just before Christmas of that year and went fully out on our own. I mean, terrible timing, but we just did it. We were like, no, seize the day. Life's very short, and here we are, still going. So there you go. That's a little bit about me, so I hope you found that interesting. It got a bit heavy, didn't it? Sorry about that. Oh, there's Romeo just come and strolled in. So, last night I put a post up and I showed a book. And I'm trying to remember what it is, Colleen someone. So my friend down the road bought this big thing of books down. I think there's about 8 or 9 books, all by the same author. I'd never even heard of her. And she was like, right, try these. They're really, really good. I started reading the first one. I think it starts with us or it ends with us. Anyway, some of you know what I'm talking about. I started reading it. Oh, it's really good. I love a book. And you know, oh, hang on. Boys, stop it. Stop it. Hold on a minute, the trousers about to kick off. Right, here you go. Here's another beanbag. Sit there. Honestly, it's worse than children. I love a good book. I got into the habit of only reading when I was going on holiday and then reading like about 7 books in 2 weeks. And I was like, what am I doing? Reading is so lovely. That's something I should be enjoying every day. So now I try and read at least 10 pages of a book every day, sometimes longer. But do you ever do that? Do you immerse yourself in a book and you just don't want to put it down? And you want to get to the end because you want to know what happens, but you don't want it to end because you're invested in it. Does anyone ever feel like that? I hope so, because it's amazing. I love reading, and I love all sorts of things, all sorts of books. But yeah, I'm a little bit like that about films as well. But books, I guess you can use your own imagination more, can't you? But anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. And on that note, I think I'm going to stop pooping now because I think I pushed my luck. My stomach has stayed in, which is actually a miracle. God knows what it is that I'm allergic to. I guess I'll find out gradually. Right, so Insta crew, thank you for watching. Oh, there's a few interesting people there. Hiya, it's nice to see you. And my Facebook crew, stay there because I'm going to come back to you, all right? Instas, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'd love you to talk to me. I really would. So when I'm talking to you, I don't want it just me talking at you. Come and talk to me. I'll comment on this live when it's finished and have a great day. Bye, guys.